If you've ever sat in on one of Amanda's and Brandy's kind of live chats they do you believe it's every Friday, every Thursday? I haven't been a part of it in like a week or two, and then I completely forgot what day it's on. But essentially we all just kind of gather and we chat for 2 hours or so. It's usually supposed to be about reading. It kind of flows over all different topics. But like I said, if you're not new to that, you'll know that me and reading, we don't go together very well. We're kind of like peanut butter and cinnamon. You could, but you don't usually. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. That was a really weird comparison. So anyways, awkward comparison aside, Jessica and Amanda invited me to be a part of something they created this year called Books A to Z. So it's supposed to be exactly like Project A to Z, where you assign a product to every letter of the alphabet and then you pen it. But this year they decided to assign a book to every letter of the alphabet and then read it. And they invited me, and I was like, you know what? I love challenges. What's the worst that could happen? I could read a book. So I might as well. Needless to say, I didn't think it was going to take me this long to actually read a book. But I was like, okay, I'm going to read a book, I'm going to film my intro video, talk about my first book, move on, that kind of thing. And then January came and went. And February kind of came and went. I do believe it was like the last week of February, or maybe the second last week, that I texted Amanda and I'm like, I have not touched a book all year. And I'm not joking, like not even like cleaning our room, kind of move something around sort of thing. I hadn't touched a book. And as best as she could via the computer, you know, she gave me a little like harsh cap lock yelling-ish thing and was like, basically like, read a damn book, woman. So I don't know if that's what inspired me or if I was just like, all right, stupid. In the words of Phil DeFranco, don't be stupid, stupid. Just read a fucking book. So happily, I borrowed a book on Hoopla, read a book. I wish I knew how to do sound effects on my editing thing. But needless to say, downloaded another book and I'm about a third of the way through that one. So that's exciting. My sister bought me a book for my birthday. I love my sister. Clearly she knows I need to step up my reading game too. So I have 3 books to kind of show you really quickly, give you a little bit more information about the project, and then see you hopefully in a month when I have actually finished the book I'm reading and possibly the other one I'm going to show you. But the first book I have to show you is called Unfuck Your Brain by Faith G. Harper. So information-wise, this book is great. It talks basically about the science about what happens with an anxiety attack, kind of gives you rough ideas of how to talk yourself out of an anxiety attack, like what to do to kind of like bring it down a notch. Great information. Best way I can kind of describe this book is, you know in Mean Girls, when they all go to Regina George's house and her mom's like, I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. It's like if she tried to read you a psychology book on anxiety. That's what this book felt like. It felt like somebody who was trying to be cool and was just really pushing it to the point that you're just like, this is cringeworthy. So needless to say, she talks in here about how she's old enough to have a PhD and worked in like the field for like 30 years or something like that, so she can say fuck as many times as she wants, and you're just like, okay, like you do you, honey, like okay, have fun. But then, you know, by the second chapter when she's like fuck this, fuck that, f this, f that, you're just like, can we not? Like, can we just bring it down a notch and get back to the info? So it got too much too fast. But information-wise, it was great. It got hard to stomach after a while. Then, after I finished that, I am now a third of a way through a book called Gut, and it's by Giulia Enders. And can't really give you a lot of information on this one so far, but what I can say, it is a book about how the good bacteria in your stomach, along with everything we eat, how it kind of breaks down in the stomach, the small intestine per se, and then how it's supposed to relate to mental health. I haven't got to that part yet. I'm still going through the process of how food breaks down in the small intestine, what goes to the large intestine, that sort of thing. So we're still in the process of it, but it is supposed to relate back to mental health somehow. One thing I will say about this book, you know the other one that I bitched about and I was like, just get back to the info? This one is straight info, and at times it can feel a little dry. So it's like, you have to be really invested into wanting to learn about the gut to really be, you know, driven to actually read this book, or else you're just gonna be like, oh my god, I feel so brain dead after a while. Like, it's just kind of mind numbing in a way. So those are the two, or the one that I've read and the one that I've half read now, or a third read now. And then the book that my sister bought me is an actual physical book. I have to say I like physical books better than digital, but for the fact I don't read a lot, the digital is really nice because it's free and they don't take up space and it doesn't show me that I spent money on stuff that I don't use. But next, this is the Megan Jayne Crabbe, aka Body Positive Panda on Instagram, all about the body positive movement per se, and it's called Body Positive Power. So you can pretty much guess that it's a book all about body positivity and basically her Instagram empire that she kind of made. So I am kind of interested to see her take on it. There are things that I agree with the body positive movement per se, but there's also things that I have my own take on, but I actually am interested to see what she has to say. So I will give you an update on this when I finish it. And yeah, this is my long overdue intro video with a little bit of an update. I want to shout out everybody else who's in this project that, you know, has already kind of stepped up their game, already did some things. Do you believe it's Brandy has already finished this, and or is it Amanda? It's either Amanda or Brandy. One of them has finished this and their goal, it's Amanda. And their goal was to see how many times they could refinish this by the end of the year. I'm just gonna hope to finish it once. But shout out to Amanda, Jessica, Kana, Jen, Rebecca, and Wendy. So I'm sorry ladies that it took me this long to finally film a video. Thank you for letting me to be a part of your little project, and I'm sorry that I suck. But it is no secret, I have never once said I was a great reader, so I'm just gonna cover my ass and say, yeah, I was the worst person to ask to join this, but thank you. And I'm gonna try, because like I said, what's the worst that could happen? I could read a book. So thank you for checking in with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.